Hey, good morning. I figure after I posted one video, I probably ought to introduce myself, being a brand new channel and so forth. My name is Richard Warner. I'm a simple Christian man when all is said and done, talking to you here from my shop. But basically, the purpose of this channel, the reason that I'm doing this and all, is the Lord has really laid on my heart to call men to stand up and be Christian men. This is something that I've struggled with in my own life. What does it mean to be a Christian man? And we've lost a lot of that teaching over the years. I got married in a church basically because that's what you do. I didn't know any different and didn't understand why, what that meant and so forth. I've since come to understand that and the significance of that. I was not a Christian. I also have come to understand that and accept the significance of that. And that is my driving force. You know, I don't care about this worldly world as far as money and keeping up with the Joneses and so forth and so on. Appearances and all that. What I care about is trying to please my Lord, you know, which He is, I'm learning more and more, exceedingly pleased with us just when we seek Him. But in this video series, I hope to be reaching the men in particular and calling them up. Stand up, be a man. Drop all the worldly garbage and teach your families, lead your families, be leaders in your church. I belong to Clear Creek Cowboy Fellowship, which is a small home church that we started up about 5 years ago. And wow, what an incredible time. We've got just a fantastic little church family, and we base our entire ministry there on 5 key principles. And number 1 is prayer. Number 2 is study. Then you have fellowship and worship and giving. And those 5 key principles, which every Christian is called to, is the basis of our relationship with each other and with the Lord. And it's difficult to do at times, especially if you're not thinking about these things, especially if you have not been trained up in them. What does it mean to pray? What does it mean to worship? What does it mean to fellowship? You know, we think that's an easy one, and it's not. What is it to worship? You know, to give. And I'll give is a big one. That's a touchy subject. And the Lord has nothing but blessings in any of this for us if we would just heed His word and just read and study and seek Him and seek each other and pray and worship. And so that's what I hope to accomplish through this video series. I am not a learned man. I have not gone to school for any of this. I am not a minister. When all is said and done, I'm just a simple man that reads his Bible. And the world has just opened up to me since I've started doing that 30-some years ago. So in the times that we live in right now, I stated earlier in the first video that I'm not going to get into end times prophecy and all of that. You can believe what you will out of it and see what you're seeing, and it's not for everybody. You know, what we are called to do are those 5 things that I just mentioned, and that'll be the focus of this next several videos. So please stay with me. Like I say, my name is Richard Warner, and if you have any comments and so forth, I will try to respond to them. I'm new to all this technical internet stuff, and I just recently started up an Instagram account. My kid's about fainted, so but you can find me on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to respond and interact with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you've learned over the years. And I hope to have some guests on the show. So starting to sound like some bigwig here, but my goal is not to be famous. My goal is to make the Lord famous, and deservedly so. So stay with me in the coming months, and I'll do my best. So let me know what you think.